do you mean? Oh, he put the battery in backwards and it discharged onto Kong. And the stupid ship just exploded and Kong was like, oh, I'm awake. You're right. That's stupid too.
Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to Tokunommentaries. I'm Austin.
And I'm Christian.
And today we're talking about Godzilla x Kong and Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yes. A little double feature here today.
I did it backwards.
We did it backwards, but it's okay. We're going to talk Godzilla vs. Kong first, and then we're going to talk about Godzilla x Kong.
If you're new here, welcome to Tokunommentaries. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
Patreon.com/Tokunommentaries, where you can see the commentary tracks for all things Tokusatsu.
Yep.
We just did Osama Sentai King Goger.
Very fun series.
And we have the entire Monsterverse series that you can watch here. We just did Godzilla versus
Kong.
Versus Kong.
Yes.
You can see a little clip of it, right? Schmear.
I don't fit. It's too small. Me big monkey. That small hole.
Yeah, I can't fit in small hole.
Poop monkey. Go in hole. I follow. He needs large banana.
Just look at the helicopter. Big banana.
Bring in the banana.
Going to plan B.
So, other than that, join the Discord. You can tune in the conversation with us down in the description.
Yes, please, please.
Please, 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 please.
I want to talk about this movie with somebody other than him.
You want to make something of it? Other than that, let's just get right into it.
Let's get into it.
Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yes.
A movie that was pitched to me by you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because I didn't watch a lot of the Monsterverse movies. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
And when you... I trusted your opinion
mm-hmm.
On this movie when it came out.
Yes.
And you said it was, I have direct quotes saying it is one of the worst movies you have ever seen in your entire life.
I do have a notorious hate for it, yes.
Hate is a strong word. I have heard you go on rants about it that are nonsensical.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was kind of hyped to see it. I wanted to see a train wreck.
Mm-hmm. And what'd you think about it?
No, it was bad.
It's bad.
It's not as bad as you said it was.
Really?
Yeah. Not even close. It's bad, but you made it seem like it was...
It was poodoo.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. I can start ranting about it now if you want me to.
Go for it.
Okay. My issues with Godzilla vs. Kong. I've hyped this up through most of our episodes. A good percentage of them. Man, where do I start with this movie? The writing is so lazy that they really just want to get to the monster scenes. Mm-hmm. And even then, the monster scenes, except for maybe this final battle,
yeah,
kind of lame. I mean, the boat scene's kind of cool. Has a cool shot. Doesn't make any sense. That's whatever. The whole Hollow Earth, everything in the Hollow Earth is stupid. I hate the Hollow Earth with a passion. Because they basically change up everything from the last few movies. Because, like, the Hollow Earth and Godzilla King of the Monsters was basically just a set of tunnels that went through the Earth, that Godzilla and people could pop up in places, and they had little, like, inner sanctums here and there, but it wasn't, like, a whole, like, other world. Mm. And they literally go through, like, a portal to get there.
Yes, they do.
Why?
No.
But no, it's not a portal to another world. No, it's just a portal into the world because Godzilla shoots down into it. That's another way of saying it.
He atomic breath.
No, that sounds stupid. You sound stupid.
You're fucking stupid.
So
we're 3 minutes in and we're already yelling at each other.
Okay. Do you want to go with it play by play, or we can talk about each scene?
Yeah,
I hate?
You go play by play, and I'll give my thoughts.
Okay.
As we go.
So we open up in Skull Island.
Yes.
And what we find out is a monarch facility now, not just a world, like an island anymore.
Yeah.
Because when King Ghidorah, and I actually kind of like this concept. When King Ghidorah came in, messed up the weather system, the storm around Skull Island closed in on it and was like a continuous storm on Skull Island.
Yeah.
That's a fun idea. I like that idea.
Sure.
Yeah.
So there's a giant dome
Yeah,
on
he's
Skull
in a big
Island,
dome.
and he doesn't notice it. How does Big Monkey not notice giant dome being built around him? He's like, huh.
What are these guys doing?
Whatever. It's like what, 30 years? 30, 40 years?
Yeah, it'll be 50 years almost.
And like in the movie, he just now was like, tree smash!
Yeah.
And he throws the tree at like a panel and he's like, oh, I'm in a dome!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, he just noticed. My like theory on like how they built it's not super far-fetched. Like they put him to sleep before. They probably just sedated him.
For 30, 40 years?
No,
Do you know how long it takes to build a fucking dome?
how many domes have you built, Austin?
None, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that makes you an expert on domes, huh?
So, okay, are you expecting him? What, do you think they built, like, oh, he's napping, now we'll, like, sneak in and build a dome. Fuck you, Christian, that's dumb. You can't get mad at shit. And then it'd be like, okay, this stupid shit, let me explain it. Fuck you, Christian. Look, this movie is...
The thing is, I want to really like this movie. Because everyone else does. Everyone loves this movie. It's critically acclaimed. Some of the best scenes to come out of Godzilla in many years. And I think that's stupid. And those are bad takes. Whoever says that's stupid. And a lot of people said that's how they made a sequel. So anyway, you go from Skull Island... then it goes to Godzilla, in Pensacola, Florida, when he attacks the Apex facility.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool scene.
Is it underwater?
No.
No, that's
remember he starts underwater.
Yeah.
And he gets up. I mean, you have the whole scene. I don't remember that guy's character.
Yeah.
The technician guy.
Yeah.
And that whole thing. He's annoying. I hate him.
Lives on Brent?
No.
No, it's
The guy.
the guy.
The guy.
The guy.
The guy from the beginning. The technician guy. He goes in and he's talking to the conspiracy theorist, the podcaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's annoying. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's annoying. Yeah.
I think he's better in the next one. We'll talk about that later. He super annoying character. I don't like him at all. But then Godzilla comes in. Godzilla's pretty cool. I think it's a cool scene. He destroys the entire Bay of Pensacola and only 8 people die.
Sucks for those guys, honestly.
Really unfortunate.
You know, they probably walked into it.
Yeah.
They probably were like,
We saw 2 of them die. So that means only 6 other people died in the entire scene.
My voice cracked there. Did you hear it?
Wow. Yeah, when you gonna hit puberty? I'm in fight mode right now.
We're not even to the movie that you're gonna be fighting about.
I know. We agree mostly on this movie, and I'm yelling about it.
We agree mostly on this movie. Look, keep going. Just keep going.
Okay. So yeah, did you agree that Pensacola was a fun scene? Godzilla comes out. Godzilla's all blue comes up.
He's fine.
I like it. I thought it was a cool scene.
Whatever.
It's short, but it was cool.
I think we could start my takes on things. This is a continuous thing with this movie and also next movie is that Godzilla is nothing in these movies. He's not really a thing in these movies.
I think I get where you're coming from, and I agree with you with Godzilla
especially
versus
the
Kong.
next one.
I think this one's worse. I think this one Godzilla is less in Godzilla versus Kong than he is in Godzilla X Kong. And all the things he does is lame, way lame. In this one,
okie dokie.
Godzilla X Kong is a lot cooler. We'll get into it.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, Pensacola. Anything else to say on that?
No, not really.
No. Okay, and then we meet Millie Bobby Brown, our favorite character. Our favorite. We love you,
I like
Millie.
how her, like, so she was a nothing character in the last movie.
Yeah.
And then her mom died, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, shit, we don't have this, like, nothing character that's also, like, really annoying and crappy to deal with.
Yeah.
But we do have Millie Bobby Brown.
We do like Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah.
And they just turn the mom character into Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, she just turns into her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she sucks. I don't like
I
her.
hate Millie Bobby Brown.
No. She's annoying. She's not like horrific. Like I think honestly her mom's worse.
Oh no, for
But-
sure. But like the point is that she is nothing.
Yeah, she doesn't do it. She's just annoying. She's literally just there.
That
to,
whole side.
that whole B plot with Millie Bobby Brown and I don't remember the guy's name. I'm blanking on it right now. The technician guy,
And
the podcast,
Simp.
and Simp. They're all annoying. Simp is the only one that's somewhat likable, and
Yeah.
he's only because he's kind of dumb.
I genuinely don't remember what they do in that movie.
Yeah, they literally just
They
like
just
they stumble ass first into the plot.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Do you know how many places they break into and don't get caught? There's like 3 heavily like militarized science areas, and nobody catches them until the very
Okay.
end.
Yeah. So next scene.
Okay.
They all meet. They find out like Millie Bobby Brown's character is a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Pretty fun, right? We love conspiracy theories. And then it goes back to Kong, and they're like, "Oh, he's getting too big for his facility. We got to move him somewhere." And then it kind of goes into like the whole, there's this whole Hollow Earth. Let's just put the monkey inside this theoretical Hollow Earth.
In the hole.
Like they go into the effort of moving this huge giant ape for the possibility that maybe he can live down there.
Dick move.
Like, what were they gonna do if he like, oh, the Hollow Earth 3, we were kind of wrong about it. Oops.
Well, now we have giant monkey.
Yeah. But anyway, he gets put on a boat, which is kind of a cool reference.
Let's talk about the boat scene just in general.
Yeah.
The boat scene is really intense. It's fun. It has good character stuff. It sets up a lot of stuff. I think from that entire
You know about the
boat
fight scene with Godzilla?
and the fight scene with Godzilla is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good one. I always like Godzilla fighting military. I think it's a cool.
Yeah.
It's always cool. I haven't really done that too much in the MonsterVerse yet, so it's
And
pretty good.
other than that, I thought all of this was fine. We get introduced to, we get really introduced to the Kiwi girl.
Yeah. No, the Iwi girl.
The Kiwi girl.
Okay.
Would you
it's
like?
Iwi.
Can you do me a favor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a photo of her up.
Yeah.
And then
Kiwi.
put a kiwi over her face.
No.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
Just a sliced kiwi. Kiwi girl, right, is psychic. By the way, we'll learn this in the next movie. Spoilers.
Psychic? I don't even know what he's talking about. Anyway. Let's talk about this movie.
Sorry. Let's talk about this.
This scene.
So, remember when there was like a woman in it? Like that was
The bad lady?
yeah, the bad lady.
Yeah, what is her name?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Me neither. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was there.
Let's talk about the mom. That does actually a pretty good job.
Yeah,
in the
she's. I
movie.
don't mind her.
She's in the next movie
easily
too.
my favorite character in the movie.
Oh yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
And I do like the little Kiwi girl.
I think she's great. She's cute.
Yeah. And she also does a good job in the next one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's even better in the next
I
one.
really don't have a whole lot to say about this scene, except it's just
Yeah,
it has-
Godzilla fighting the military, cleaving boats in half. It's really it's pretty rad.
it's fun. It's
and they
pretty,
get up onto a aircraft carrier, which I
and they start jumping around and shit.
don't think is possible.
No, but that's hey, giant monkey and giant lizard.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Sorry, yeah.
All right.
It's a gray area of where it could actually work and can't.
Hey, giant lizard, giant monkey
Yeah,
fight.
we don't need to think about it too much.
I'm just
Big
saying.
lizard fight big monkey.
Giant lizard, giant monkey.
Jingle, jingle.
That's exactly what
the movie does.
That's exactly what the movie
Here's
does.
what
The movie does.
It does.
It
Everything
does.
that happens is like nonsensical gets immediately followed up by, there's giant monsters in this. A big monkey fight big snake flying snake guy, or big monkey fight big lizard.
Or big Godzilla, or the next movie. By the way, this is a continuous trend for the next movie as well.
I don't think it's as bad. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
We're gonna fight about Godzilla X Kong.
I already know this man's takes.
Anyway, so yeah, I think the boat scene or the ocean scene's kind of fun.
Okay.
That's it. Godzilla win round 1.
All right, next.
Next, they go to Antarctica. They fly him in there. We also don't see how
They
they
fly
get him.
now?
Yeah, they fly now. They flies now. They fly him in there, drop him in the Antarctica.
And then he goes in the hole.
Goes in the hole.
Nice.
Nice.
Big monkey, big hole.
Yeah. And then they go through the portal.
They go through the portal, and they're in Hollow Earth. And okay, visually, it's very cool.
Yeah, visually the whole movie I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really cool shots in this movie.
Do you have things you want to say about Hollow Earth?
That shit makes no goddamn sense. I have tried.
Why, Kristen?
To wrap my brain around, because I think it's fun to theorize about how this like all works in like reality. And I understand that this is a movie about big monkey fight big lizard,
Hey, jingle
but I
jingle.
like it to make a little bit of sense. To where I mean I don't mind suspending my disbelief for a minute, because Hollow Earth as a concept doesn't make any sense.
Hey, do you hear that? He wants the movie to be realistic and make sense.
No, I didn't say that. I said I don't mind suspending my disbelief. I don't mind it.
Okay, all right. So you don't
And,
mind suspending your disbelief. Okay.
And this also can go in.
Yes,
This can
it's all
also
recorded.
go into the reason why I liked Godzilla X Kong. I didn't like this movie was because this one, it has a serious tone through a good portion of it, and
Yes.
it combines it with goofy scenes.
Yes. We did agree on this, and I do agree with you on it.
And so I don't know if I'm supposed to take. Am I supposed to take this movie seriously? Am I supposed to make it goofy? Am I supposed to only care about Big Monkey, Big Lizard, or am I supposed to actually take like all these characters seriously and then the story and the like sense of it?
Okay, I do agree with you. Mm-hmm. But if you think that Godzilla X Kong is not the same thing,
It's not.
then we watched two different movies.
It's not. I think we had two different. I think we viewed that movie in two different ways, but this like it doesn't. It can't have both. You can either go super goofy like the '70s Godzilla movies, and those are super fun, and I love watching them, and they're bad movies, but they're fun, right? Mm-hmm. And you can go super serious like 2014, or a little bit like Godzilla King of Monsters. It's a little bit more on the goofier side, but it definitely. I think
I think that Kong and King of the Monsters are a little bit more on the goofier side, and then 2014 is
super serious.
It's super serious and stuff like that.
But I think Godzilla King of Monsters works with its goofiness.
Yes, I do. I even though I didn't like that movie as much, I do agree that its tone is at least consistent.
Yeah. Godzilla versus Kong does not work with its goofiness.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. You can't have both.
You can have both. I think this executes it poorly.
I guess. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you can have a super serious movie and also have goofy parts. Because that makes the goofy parts just stupid. Or the super serious scenes, am I supposed to take this seriously or not?
I disagree. I think you can have goofy moments in a super serious movie if you're executing it well. Anything can be done if you're writing well. This movie,
I guess.
this movie's
You're right.
problem. This movie's
Anything can be
problem is when it tries to. Okay, there were multiple times during it. Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Good.
Burpee. There were multiple times during this movie that I was watching, and I was like, joke in 3, 2, 1, and that's Marvel writing.
Yeah.
That's bad
It
writing.
does feel like a Marvel movie.
It does feel like Marvel, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
that's bad.
Yeah.
That's the issue, is that the comedy is used and timed poorly. I think that good Godzilla or kaiju content that's funny and goofy and stuff has to be unexpected, right?
Yeah.
Unexpected comedy is what makes it is what this movie should have been leaning into. Like for an example, not this spoilers for Godzilla X Kong, but this is just to prove my point.
Okay.
The scene where Kong takes the small Kong and just beats the shit out of.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious and not expected.
Yeah.
That's the kind of comedy that these movies should be leaning into.
Yeah, I agree.
And they don't. Instead, they lean on Marvel slapstick, like, oh, this is fucking crazy, pointing out, making haha funny jokes, which is mostly what the podcast guy does.
Yeah.
Which he does in the next movie as well. But in this movie specifically,
It's a lot worse.
it's a lot worse.
Yeah. I like his character in the next movie. I think he is likable. He's likable.
Okie dokie.
We disagree. Okay. But anyway, so what part of it is Hollow Earth?
Hollow
I
Earth, they
could
go
go
into Hollow
on for hours about Hollow Earth. I'm not going to in this episode. We will save that for later.
We'll save that for something special.
But yeah, like I don't mind making sense of a movie and like trying to make sense of something if it is meant to be taken seriously. And I feel like parts of this movie is meant to be taken seriously, but then it just throws stuff at you like a portal or Godzilla shooting his beam into the center of the earth. You know, it's just like, okay, well, in a goofy movie, this would be fun. And now it's kind of just like, okay, am I supposed to make sense of this? Or am I supposed to just turn my brain off? You know? Mm-hmm. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this movie. I'm getting mixed signals, right?
No.
That's my biggest issue with Godzilla vs. Kong.
Hey,
You're right.
Tigo.
Yeah, so Kong goes in there, finds out that his people was there at some point, but they're not there anymore. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then Godzilla goes to Hong Kong, shoots his beam. Kong is like, oh, that's cool. Whee! Climbs in the hole, then climbs up the hole. Anyway,
You feel proud of yourself for that one?
I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Kong went up in the hole.
Did he not go into hole down and came up out the hole out up? Did Kong go up the hole?
There's a fight scene between Godzilla and King Kong in Hong Kong.
And it's awesome. I love the final fight. If I could just, I love watching this final fight. I think it's really fun.
We do need to wrap up on this. So let's talk about the Hong Kong fight.
Hong Kong fight, pretty cool.
Good.
Great fight.
I don't have any complaints about
Kong wins round 2, and then they go straight into round 3.
I think they was paced a little poorly.
It was a little weird.
It was a little slow.
The fight?
Yeah. I think it ended in... There was like a part where it fakes you out that it ended, and then Godzilla comes back in, and he's like, no, and then Godzilla comes
round
like...
3. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was lame.
Godzilla wasn't playing around after that. And Godzilla laughs. I love that. I love they give Godzilla personality. They don't do it a little bit in this movie. They do it a lot in the next movie. I think it's really fun. Yeah. And then Godzilla wins.
Mm-hmm. And then Robot
Mechagodzilla comes out, which you kind of skipped over his initial review.
Let's talk about the concept of Mechagodzilla real quick. I think it's a cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mechagodzilla's design is awesome. I know you don't think
it's okay. I'm kind of indifferent about it. I don't think it's the worst Mechagodzilla design. I don't think it's the best. I think it's just like a good 5 out of 10 for Mechagodzilla design.
I dig it though.
A lot of people like it. I get it, but whatever.
I think the concept though of it's Kevin's head.
Yeah, it's King Ghidorah like possessing Mechagodzilla. That's rad. That is so cool. I love that concept.
Okay, so you're suspending your disbelief, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ghost Dragon possessing robot.
That's rad.
But God forbid
portal into Earth that also isn't actually a portal. And
is that too far for you?
Yeah.
But Ghost.
He's an alien. He can do whatever he wants. He just grew his head back in the last movie. Just out of nothing. King Ghidorah can do whatever he wants. It's King Ghidorah.
It's the Ghost.
It's a fun way to play with the characters. One thing is just, don't think about it too much. The other one's just like, look, we use this. We kind of call back to this cool character.
What am I allowed to suspend my disbelief for?
I guess whatever you want. But that's just a small, couple lines. Honestly, I didn't even notice it until the second time I watched the movie.
And I pointed it out.
No, you haven't seen the movie until earlier.
Whatever.
I didn't realize, when I first watched the movie, I didn't realize that King Ghidorah had possessed Mechagodzilla. I thought Mechagodzilla just went haywire and offline. If you were watching, you probably might think that too. A lot of people might think that, but it's just a small part of the movie. It's nothing super important.
Neither is
the Hollow Earth.
Neither is the logic behind Portal or shooting laser beam.
What do you mean? That's that's a plot point.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
The portal?
Yes.
They gotta go. The only way they can go into the portal was if Kong went in with them. That's the whole reason they brought Kong to it, is so they can go into the Hollow Earth. It's a whole bad guy's plan.
Didn't they go into the portal without Kong in the last movie? Or the next movie?
No, they went in with Kong.
Oh, yeah, they did. All right, you got me.
Yeah.
Okay. But still, I think it's dumb.
It is dumb.
That we could suspend our disbelief for one thing and not the other things.
It's not that. I don't think it's that crazy.
You're picking and choosing.
No, I don't think it's that crazy. I don't think Ghidorah possessing Mechagodzilla is that crazy. I think it's a really cool idea.
You're using the word possessed.
So? He's dead. What do you want me to say?
He's got a point.
What do you want me to say?
Got a point. Hold on. How can you?
All I'm saying is it's a fun way to use the characters.
It is. I agree. But
Yeah.
my point is that I think you have double standards. Okay, go with me. Both movies have bullshit in them.
Yes.
But you're picking and choosing what things you look at and being like, that's bullshit, but that's cool, and that's okay with me. Even though possessing, okay, if you watch Godzilla 2014 and then you're gonna be like, guys, in 6 years, giant dragon head is gonna possess robot, I would laugh at you.
Would you laugh if I said there's portals to the underworld? Which
Yes,
isn't
I would.
real,
I would laugh at you too.
Which you don't go through sometimes, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So
But it's cool. One of them is stupid. One of them is cool.
Hey, Hollow Earth is also cool to some people,
It
and the
looks
portal
cool.
and the shoot laser is cool.
I do think the shooting laser was kind of cool.
Okay, so what's the problem here?
Nothing. I don't know why you're yelling at me.
Because you have a problem with both of those things,
I have
but
a problem
not
with
the
the
possession.
concept of Hollow Earth. I don't have a problem with like.
No, but you have a problem with the portal, and then now he's shooting laser, which shouldn't make sense. That's what you said, right? Okay.
Okay.
So that's dumb, right? You
Yeah.
said it, and then you're like, ghost possession? That's okay with me. That isn't.
Why is that not? That's.
Be consistent. Be
What do you mean?
consistent.
They're completely different concepts.
You're right. They're completely different.
I have a
whack
problem with
concepts.
one concept, and I don't have a problem with another concept. Why is that a problem?
Because you should be consistent
Oh,
with
one thing in this movie is stupid. Everything in this movie is stupid. They can't do it. That guy took a step with his left foot first, and that's ridiculous. What do you mean? Oh, he put the battery in backwards and it discharged onto Kong. And the stupid ship just exploded and Kong was like, oh, I'm awake. You're right, that's stupid too.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have suspended my disbelief. The fact that these monsters exist is stupid.
My point is
I'm getting hot.
you're suspending your disbelief for certain things. Okay,
Okay,
so,
what can't I just suspend my disbelief for? And what can I?
I'm not. But what I'm saying is that when you call them stupid for liking it, you're the bad
I
guy.
didn't say they're stupid for liking. I
Yes,
said
you
they're
did. Yes, you
stupid-
did. Say it. You rule the tape.
I said they were stupid for
Liking this movie.
thinking this is the best thing to come out of Godzilla. That's what I said. If you like this movie, whatever. I don't care. I agree. Big monkey fight big lizard. It looks cool.
Tico.
Yeah, it looks great. I love keys. But I'm critical of this movie. I don't think it's nearly the best
I
thing
don't
come out
think
of
you're
Godzilla.
critical enough of this movie, or you're choosing what to be critical of. That's the problem.
I like the way they use the character of King Ghidorah and the character of Bad Godzilla. That's all I said. I think that's really cool.
It is really cool,
Yeah.
but it's stupid.
You're stupid.
Whatever.
Anyways, moving on. Movie ends.
Jingle.
I walk out of the theater mad.
And then you come yell at me the next day at work. Now, look,
You need to move on to the next one.
Yes, we do.
we'll wrap it up. This movie is not as bad as you made it out to be. It wasn't. When we were watching it, we had a good time.
Even worse.
There were moments that we enjoyed together, even people stuff like the Kiwi girl, his mom.
Yeah, I like the Kiwi girl. She's
all
great.
that stuff. 2/3 of this movie is good to fine.
We were making fun of the ching ching ching.
Yeah,
the keys.
yeah. I'm not saying this movie is amazing. I don't like this movie. It is a bad movie, but saying that it's the worst thing, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Let's give a rating.
Okay, you go first.
2 out of 10.
I said 4 out of 10.
Whatever. 3 out of 10.
Godzilla X Kong New Empire.
Yeah, we watched this the other day.
We did watch this the other day. We're gonna do a spoiler and a non-spoiler version of this.
Yes.
So we'll go into the non-spoiler things real quick. Let's just go over things we liked.
Yeah. Do you want to give a rating off first?
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
would start an argument.
Okay.
Okay. You go first.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I did.
5 out of 10.
I did say when I came out of theater, I said 8 out of 10. I have dropped it down after pondering about it a
You
little
said
bit.
7.
No, I said 8.
You said 7 when we asked.
Did I say 7?
Yeah.
You said 7.
Okay, well, I will say 7 out of 10. Perfect.
Okay.
I thought I said 8. No, no, no.
5 out of 10, and it's going down quick.
Oh my god.
Okay, here's the thing.
This case, so
Let's go over things we liked.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we talked about Godzilla versus Kong being not being like written poorly, so it can't be like it doesn't do well being goofy and serious, right? This movie is all goof, and I loved it. I thought it was very fun to watch. I knew from the way the characters talk to each other, the dialogue, everything else. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
I will give it that it does do a better job of it, but I don't agree that it goes just full goof.
I goes, what part of that movie's serious?
All of the tribe stuff.
How?
How?
Yeah. I mean, it just goes into the character of the Iwi girl.
Yeah.
That's it.
Go with me, okay? Hold on.
It just develops her character. That's practically what they're there for.
Okay, go with me on this one, okay?
Okay.
In Godzilla -1,
Okay.
main pilot guy, he goes through a character arc.
Mm-hmm.
Because that story requires this character to go on a character arc.
Yes.
Godzilla is just a threat,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the main character is this Kiwi girl.
Mm-hmm.
In Godzilla X Kong, that's not how it is. The Kiwi girl is just a afterthought, feels like. It is the most shallow, my home is with you this whole time arc. And
It's cute. It's a cute mom and daughter flick.
It's lazy.
How is it lazy? What's lazy about it?
It's been done before.
What do you want? Everything's been done before.
Could have been done better.
Okay, I'm
Oh.
okay with disagreeing with you on that. I think obviously I think things could be done better, but I thought it was really good for what they did with it.
Okay.
And I'll be fine with you saying it could be done better.
All right.
But I think the Iwi girl's whole plot in the movie was good. I liked it.
all right.
It's better than any of the character stuff that happened in the last movie.
Yeah.
And they made the podcaster guy come in. I thought he was fine. I was actually really scared because he was really annoying in the last movie. I thought he was funnier in this movie. I thought he was a likable character. He was a goofball, and that worked well with this movie. It did not work well with the last movie.
I don't think he was good. I think the other guy,
yeah,
the vet,
yeah, he was great.
was funny.
He was funny. I loved him.
He was the only he made the podcast guy less unbearable. I don't think it was that the podcast guy was better written. I think this was a good character written around the podcast guy.
He wasn't written around the podcast guy. He was more written around the mom than the podcast guy. They were in the same group.
I don't know how to describe it. I'm just gonna move on.
Okay.
And
I thought he was better in this movie.
I do. I
We can agree
agree.
on that.
I don't disagree with you. I just don't think he was good still.
Yeah, we got is he Australian?
Probably.
Okay.
He's Kiwi.
No, he's not.
He's a Kiwi.
He's not.
New Zealand, Australia. He's a Kiwi.
Anyway.
I'm confused.
I'm confused. No, he was great. I like he was funny character. Mom was pretty much the same.
Yeah. Honestly, she was in it way less.
I think she was in it last.
She's kind of whatever.
She was fine. I wasn't offended.
I did not
Wasn't
hate
great.
the human characters.
No, loved. I like them. They're great.
Yeah. The humans are fine. The action is
Really good. In it's not a spoiler. I mean, but in the first opening scene with Godzilla, he throws that guy around.
that is okay.
And it's awesome.
It's fun. I'll give you that.
Everything Godzilla does in this movie, I know you're gonna have issues with what Godzilla does in this movie, but everything he does in this movie is really, really cool.
Okay, I'll give you that. It is cool, and I do think the action is good to fine. We'll talk about it in the spoiler section.
Okay.
But I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
My big issue with it, and this is, I don't, no, it's not really a spoiler, is we talked about it outside the theater, but I want to go into it more, is when you have a team up movie or team up project between two, in this case, two characters, but this is any kind of thing, like a superhero team up movie, like Avengers or anything like that, you run the risk of having certain characters overshadow other characters. It is, I genuinely believe if you can't argue against this.
I will.
This is a Kong movie featuring Godzilla. I've seen other people's reactions to it too. This is how most of the people think. And I guarantee you, if I go look at the runtime, I promise you, Kong has way more time than
That's true.
Because Kong has a story. He has an entire arc and plot line he has in Hollow Earth.
Yes.
Godzilla is just going to point A to point B to point C to Hollow Earth, big fight at the end.
Yes. I agree. I agree, but I do slightly disagree because I think this movie does it better than Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla was literally just like showed up occasionally to fight Kong. This one was like Godzilla, like it would cut back to him fairly often enough and he would do something really, really, really freaking cool, and then he would go off and do his own thing. And then at the end, he was in the final battle more than I think Kong was in the final battle. I think so.
Okay.
At the very least, we'll say it's even.
We'll talk about that in the spoiler section. But my main point is that I think it's undeniable. Kong has more spotlight than Godzilla.
That's true.
And that's not fair when you're making a team-up movie.
What makes a team? But I think you want something that's not been done before.
I have
never
never
seen. Want
seen
this to be like another team-up
in the
movie?
MonsterVerse. There has never been a full team-up movie between Godzilla and Kong.
That's true.
This entire movie should have been Godzilla and Kong hanging out the entire time and just doing whatever.
Why? That's not the story they wanted to tell.
That should have. I feel like that should have been a story.
But that wasn't the story they wanted to tell.
Then they should have made this a Kong movie. The obviously story they wanted to tell was.
So honestly, I think I'm not hating on it as much as because I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. I thought the movie was gonna start Godzilla, maybe fight a monster, or do something, then go on the ice until the end. That's what I thought the movie was gonna be, and they did. They exceeded my expectations at that point.
It kind of did that.
He had like three fight scenes between that.
I think he had one.
And then he was only in. No, he had when he was in the nuclear reactor in France. It's not a spoiler. It's in the trailers. And then another fight scene later on, which is
a spoiler, but sure. But then and then he goes into the ice.
And then he's only in there for like 20 minutes maybe of the movie where they go cut to the Kong part.
I think it's a lot more.
I don't think it's that much.
It feels like a lot more.
Okay, I guess I disagree with that. I didn't feel like it felt that long.
I love you.
Love you.
Want to hold hands for a second?
No, we'll talk about the Kong.
Why don't you want to hold hands? Okay.
We'll talk about the Kong. That was a good part of the movie.
The Kong stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love everything about Kong.
I 100%.
Yeah.
That's kind of where my overshadowing comes from, is that the Kong stuff is really good.
Yes.
Take out all the Godzilla stuff.
No.
It doesn't need to be there.
It's stupid.
Just being straight about it. Like, it doesn't... Like, you know how I know this? For a second time. Spoiler. Now let's go into the spoilers.
Okay, we're on to spoilers now.
Okay.
So please watch Godzilla vs. Kong. Or Godzilla X Kong. Don't watch Godzilla vs. Kong. Then we're going to talk about spoilers.
I know they should have made a Kong movie and just left Godzilla out, because for the second time, Godzilla is not involved in the final few minutes of the final battle against the main villain.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Kong literally throws him and Godzilla bats him with his tail.
And then Kong just does his thing against him.
Yeah, then it's little baby Kong and Kong. Why can't Kong finish it off? But you want to say something about the last movie.
Because he did that last movie. This is a team-up movie.
Last movie's bad.
We were talking about it it's in the commentary track for the last movie, right?
I agree. Godzilla should have killed Godzilla. That's where we're going, right?
No, they both should have done it.
I agree. Okay.
It is a team-up movie, and Godzilla bats a tail, and then Kong does the fucking cool kill. No, they both should have done it. This is a team-up movie. They are not together enough. They aren't working together.
Well, because they're not friends.
They don't need to be friends to do cool combo moves.
They did do a cool combo move.
Maybe, one in a...
How many combo moves do you want them to do?
A lot more. If there's 4
How many combo moves does Captain America and Iron Man do in Avengers?
Go watch it. It's more than what happens in this movie.
Like once or twice. And they're in that movie together a lot
And
more.
also, there are 5, there's like 6 Avengers, and they all are doing stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not just them two, it's all of them doing it. So there's more stuff happening within the team. So there's only one move in the entire movie where he does the slap, which is cool, but there should have been more.
Yeah, well, Godzilla fights Shimu.
Exactly. Why is Shimu in the movie?
There's a big lizard. Why not? It's cool.
They don't need to. Scar King is good enough.
Scar King cannot fight Godzilla and Kong.
I know. That's
So
the
he
point.
needed somebody else on his side.
No, we should have just okay.
Also, it was Shimu the one who actually killed Scar King. I mean, with Kong, but it was a combo move
I
with
like
Kong.
a combo move.
If that's true, that makes it even worse.
What? The
That
Shimu
this
turns on
side character that's not even a Godzilla monster
Okay. Neither is.
gets the final kill on Scar King.
He doesn't get the final. So it was when Kong was holding him up and Shimu shoots him while Kong's holding him up.
Yes,
and
but
then
what you said was that Shimu got the final kill.
no, but he helped in the final kills. I meant
And Godzilla didn't. In the Godzilla X Kong movie.
he did.
No, he didn't. Right?
Godzilla was great in this movie. I thought he was really cool. It was fun. The whole Egypt fight scene was neat.
It was neat. I like that. I wish there was more of it. But no, instead we have a Kong subplot that...
Kong is the main plot.
Sorry, it is the main plot. You're right.
Yeah.
It feels like there are 2 movies in here. And they both feel half-baked.
I disagree. I think Kong's story is really cool, and it's a great story on its own. I think the Eevee Girl story is great. And I think Godzilla's little mission to get powered up is cool. I think everything he does, when Ish goes to Godzilla, every scene he's in is awesome.
It is awesome, but we could have had a tighter-paced Kong movie instead of a okay Godzilla and Kong movie. We could have had a great sequel to Kong Skull Island, which we both agree is really good, right?
Yeah.
This could have been the next chapter of that story. But
I
it's,
agree. A Kong movie would have been cool.
Yeah.
But they made a Godzilla X. That's not what they wanted to do. And what they did was great.
Exactly. With what the product they gave us is not what they wanted to deliver to us. They wanted to deliver a cool team-up movie, and instead they delivered a half-baked team-up movie.
I think the team-up sections in this movie are really cool.
I'd agree if they were in there.
They are in there.
They're not.
It's the whole the last 30 minutes of the movie.
You know how I know it's not a good team-up movie?
How?
It's because when Mothra cameos in it, she doesn't even hang out with the monsters that much.
Why does she need to?
Because
It's not a Godzilla X Kong X Mothra movie.
No, but it's a... So Vision, right, in Age of Ultron. Okay?
Yeah.
We did not know anything about that going into it.
Yeah.
Okay? But is still important to the final battle in this movie.
She is.
She's not.
She is the one who makes Godzilla work with Kong. The whole point they work together is because of her.
If you replace Mothra with the Kiwi girl, which is what happened, right?
No.
Yes.
What?
She was there!
She was there!
She literally...
I think Godzilla's probably more focused on the giant moth than the tiny little girl.
No, you know what? What if she went like, stop. And
That would be stupid.
And here we are back again at the things that are stupid and the things that aren't stupid.
That didn't happen. If that did happen, I'd be like, oh, it's kind of lame. Actually, if that happened and Mothra wasn't in the movie, I'd be like, that's fine.
Hey, there, see?
But Mothra was in the movie and it was awesome. I would much rather have Mothra come and make Godzilla and Kong not fight, than a little girl. I think that's much better. I don't know what you want.
I don't even think Mothra went to the surface.
She did.
Did
She was
she?
in Egypt.
Oh, no, not in Egypt, in the last battle.
No, she didn't. She didn't. Why did she need to?
Why is she not there?
She was with the people down the ground.
Go help them!
What is she gonna do? Last time she died.
She's useless! Panels falling! Mothra is the worst monster in the Godzilla monsterverse.
You're wrong. You're super wrong about that.
That's okay. I'll be wrong about that one. I'll take that one.
Wow, that was a bad take.
That's okay.
That's probably one of the worst takes I've heard from you in a really long time.
You like Alien Rangers, whatever.
Alien Rangers is good. Alien Rangers was a fun show. You know what? It did full goof, and that's what I like about it. And Turbo did the same thing. They didn't try to take it seriously.
This is Godzilla, not Power Rangers.
Focus! Stay focused! Hey! Jiggle, jiggle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah! Look, I'm not mad at this movie. I'm disappointed. There goes the panel.
The panel's gone.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I got a Kong movie that was okay, but there was too much Godzilla in it. Instead, we should have gotten a full... Could you imagine if this was like a Godzilla Kong road trip movie? Where like Godzilla and Kong are going through Hollow Earth together to go find Scar King? Or if we have to have Godzilla in it, Make him a cameo. Make this a Kong movie, and then Kong's like, okay, I gotta go get help. Who do I go get? Fuck. I gotta go get him. And then there's a Godzilla reveal. That would have been so sick.
That's practically what he does.
What? So you agree with my previous statements
What
about
previous statement?
that Kong is the main character of
He is the main character. I never
and
disagree
there's
with you that.
so much Kong stuff,
Yeah.
and the Godzilla stuff.
It's awesome. Does the stuff that they show.
It's awesome,
Okay, so you
but
would rather
unneeded.
have. So you would rather have a movie where there's no Godzilla, it's only Kong, and then Godzilla just shows up powered up at the end. That's called. I would rather them show, don't tell, Godzilla powering up, and then a lot of cool Godzilla fight scenes with that. That's so much cooler.
So
Would you rather them just be like, oh yeah, Godzilla's purple now, and he's at the end of the movie? Yay!
I mean, they could have just kept it blue because they explained the pink thing, right?
They did explain the
They
pink thing.
did.
I liked
That was
it.
something you weren't
So,
expecting to happen.
I was like half expecting them.
do we want to hear the Twitter one that I have?
Sure, give me
Sure,
some
what do you got?
takes.
Okay, so
Give me
for-
some bad takes.
So for starters, I'm just going straight to what he disliked about this movie.
Okay.
Very first thing, this is his exact words. Almost everything about Godzilla. His involvement in the story was basically just an OP sidekick. He was also almost entirely unchallenged. His 3D models and animations were very noticeably worse than Kong.
I don't think that's true. I disagree.
I agree with one shot. It was the one in Rome where he first stands up.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
There are some points where it is slightly noticeable, but
I didn't notice.
It doesn't take away.
I thought they were just making him more agile.
In my
I think that people
opinion,
didn't like that.
also, I don't know if it was just the theater we were in, but there were also shots where it looked like had like 3 lenses on the side.
Yeah, that's the scene I'm talking about.
I'll have to watch it again. I don't remember what you guys talking
When
about.
I was watching it,
I agree with that. There are some shots.
there are shots in it where it's like if we were to have that camera there,
Mm-hmm.
there was like 3 lines on the side that looked like additional lens.
Weird.
It was like a lens flare, but not.
Wouldn't that be like a filming issue, not a Godzilla
Well, I'm just
specific
saying-
issue? It's just in
that-
his scene.
That's what he's talking about. That it doesn't look great.
Anyways,
It's okay. Moving on. Not the most important thing.
Okay.
the next thing, he says Godzilla's evolved form had pretty much no buildup, which
That's like his whole
It-
plot was the
Yeah,
build up.
no, yeah.
I don't agree with that one, but that's what he said.
Who is this guy?
It's just a guy.
Who's
so-
this chump?
Who is this chump? I'll fight him. Bring him on the show. How are you with
And
him?
then he was like,
I'll fight you both. I'll fight all 3 of you.
He goes on to say, and it didn't do anything new. He just beam spammed and wrestled Shimu.
That's actually true.
He was
I'm
had a more
assuming
powerful
his-
atomic breath, and he was just stronger. What do you want him to do? He had a whole.
I don't think it was conveyed well. Like, see where he's coming from.
But
I don't think it was.
also,
What do you want
he
him to
also
do? You
goes
want him
on
to fly?
say, I'm assuming
He's done that before.
He goes on to say, I'm assuming his atomic breath was supposed to be the strong part, like more powerful. But he never hits anyone. Always see him do is drill into hollow earth.
That's true.
He never lands a shot once with the powered up atomic breath.
That's not true. No, that's not true. He hit
Oh well, he just
hit,
needs to get good.
he hit Scar King with it at the end, like in the back.
It's a graze. It's not a direct hit.
Oh, whatever.
But he also
does-
took out the storm with it. He fires up the Shimu storm.
That's a storm, not a
Who
thing
gives a
that-
shit?
Well, I'm just saying he just used it for something.
This is supposed to
You
be
guys are saying-
Chico fight giant monster. What's up with the storm?
Okay.
He was trying to make another ice age. They talked about it.
No, Shimu was gonna.
That's what I'm saying. Shimu was trying to make another ice age.
We're moving on.
Okay, so the next one.
People didn't watch the movie.
He goes on to say, without any power-ups, so what is good about like the pink breath that makes it so good? He straight up loses against Kong's Beast Glove. He was so obviously made to sell toys. I liked his design a lot, but it amounted to nothing story-wise. So much screen time was wasted on him evolving for nothing.
That's true.
Well, Wasted, those are freaking awesome scenes. What are you on about Wasted?
Okay, go with me on this one, okay?
Those things are so cool. I would rather them show me those instead of just him popping up at the end in ice.
I have a question.
Okay.
If I took those movies out of the movie, or took all Godzilla scenes out of the movie,
Okay.
you don't have a different movie. You don't. You really, really don't.
You have Kong losing against Shimu and Scar King.
And then he comes back and beats up Scar King with his power glove. There really isn't that much of a difference. Okay, hold on. Go with me. You like those scenes so much.
I think they're great.
What if they just uploaded those to YouTube? They're just clips.
That'd be strange. They won't make
But
any money off
But
it.
it doesn't go anywhere. that's what he's saying, and I agree. It
I
doesn't.
mean, they lead towards him powering up. That's the whole reason he's pink.
And then he does what?
Then he is more powerful.
Can you tell me the difference between Blue Kong and Pink Kong? I can't.
It has more powerful atomic breath, and he's probably stronger.
We never got any proof of that.
What do you want?
I want them to have the B plot actually mean something, which is my entire.
It does. He got powered up for the final fight. That's the whole B plot.
Here's the funny thing about that. He didn't ever know Scar King was coming back till Kong came back up.
He sensed it. It was the Eewees.
I think they said
the
something about
Eewees
it.
were calling Godzilla. It's their whole plot in the movie was that they were calling
I think they
Godzilla and
said
trying to wake
something
up
about
Mothra.
that.
Well, they said that, but I'm also like, how would he know that that's...
It's Godzilla. How does a portal go into the Hollow Earth, but also you can shoot down into it? We gotta talk about how things don't make sense. This movie is goof. I don't mind suspending my disbelief more in this movie because this movie's supposed to be taken not seriously.
But the point is that it's unneeded.
No, it's not. I'd
It
rather them
is.
have it than not have it.
I don't think it's needed.
We would actually rather Godzilla just show up at the end pink for no reason other than a one-off line.
Don't make him pink, make him blue, and it doesn't make any difference. Yeah, I would rather that. That would,
I think you're wrong.
it would make a better paced movie.
I didn't think the pacing was wrong.
So-
I thought the pacing was fine.
I hated cutting between 3 different plot lines that almost 1.5 of them didn't feel like it went anywhere.
They all went somewhere.
So do you
One woke up
wanna
Mothra.
hear
One fought
more
the.
of his takes?
Yes.
No, he's bad takes.
Yes.
Whatever.
Give me more.
Okay. So this is...
Give me one more, and then we'll wrap it up. Give me a good one.
Oh, well, all right. We'll go with this one because you basically already said this first one already.
Okay.
You kind of already said this one, but he says the pacing was atrocious. It literally felt like they deleted an entire arc. It started off really nice with Kong's story and whatnot, but then the humans literally just turned into exposition tools. They explained something, then it happens. Godzilla literally took only like an hour to evolve. Kong gets his beast glove right after fighting Scar King. There wasn't any time to breathe between plot points. The final battle felt so small. Godzilla wrestles Shimu in the background for most of the fight, and she barely gets to do anything.
This is all true.
No. The characters are great. I love the characters' plotline.
Hey,
They woke up
listen,
Mothra.
I'm glad you liked it. Honestly, I do.
After Mothra woke up, yeah, the characters really didn't do anything because they didn't need to do anything. That was what their plot was leading towards, was to get her to the Eevee people to then wake up Mothra. That was the whole thing. Their plotline ended there. That's when the final battle started.
Yeah, but it took so long to get there.
No, it was that's when you have the
literally-
Eevee girl's little plot
it
of
took,
like finding her people, but then going back to her mom anyway. That's her whole story arc in that.
This movie is 20 minutes to 30 minutes too long. This could have been cut down to an hour and a half.
20 minutes or 30 minutes too long.
Look, hold on. I'm glad you like this movie. I don't think ill of you. I don't think you're dumb.
I think you're dumb.
Well, those are hurtful words, Christian. But, and I've seen other people that agree with you. I think this is a very diversive movie, or diversive?
Yeah, sure.
Divisive.
That works too. I think that's how it is.
Divisive movie.
Yeah.
And it didn't need to. Coming off of, we all can agree on this. I think denying this is terrible. This movie feels rushed because Godzilla Minus One did so well. I bet you. No, go with me. Minus One went into production during this movie.
Okay.
Reviews came out during production of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this movie is rushed and half-baked to try to compete with Godzilla Minus One.
Well,
to try to profit off of it, and it didn't need to.
I don't see it.
I think there's a lot of underwhelming things for me.
I wanted this movie with really low expectations.
I did too. And it surpassed them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it didn't. I thought this movie was going to be garbage. Like,
I think
straight trash. But it's just, instead of... Here's my worst take.
okay. Oh god.
I'd rather watch Godzilla versus Kong over this movie. Because that movie... Hold on. Go with me. Because of
I'm listening.
the way I explained it to him. The way I rate things is that I wish a system would be incorporated to where instead of like 0 out of 10, it would be 10 out of -10. Because I'd rather I could watch a perfect 10 out of 10 movie just as much as I could watch a 10 out of 10 garbage piece of shit. The worst thing a movie could be is this middle ground, the 0, that 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because that's average. It's mid. No matter what you say, you admitted it. Godzilla X Kong is way trashier than this mediocre movie that we got. You deserve better as a Godzilla fan. I deserve better as a movie fan. We got a mediocre movie when we could have had straight garbage. Or a better project.
I thought it was on the better end of movies. I thought it was fun. It was goofy, not going to be taken seriously. And I think we're going to see this when we get more into like the Showa Godzilla movies or Showa anything else really, is I don't mind things not making sense if it's not meant to be made sense.
I don't either. But I don't want to make sure like I'm like, it doesn't make any sense how anything works. Like obviously I'm not like that.
And the biggest like thing people say about Godzilla versus Kong is that it has a Showa feel to it. And I think that is completely incorrect. I do not think it does. But Godzilla X Kong made me feel like I was watching a 70s Godzilla movie and Godzilla was flying around doing whatever he wants. And I think that is fun.
Maybe I need to watch more Showa films to agree with you.
Maybe I don't know. I don't think it's gonna change your opinion on this movie. But I grew up watching the 70s Godzilla movies over and over and over again.
I'm willing to be wrong about this movie. I don't want you to think that I'm...
Well, good, because you're wrong.
You are so hurtful.
I'm mad. No, I enjoyed it. I really enjoy those Showa Godzilla movies. They're my childhood. This movie brought me back that childhood feel of watching those movies for the first time.
I bet you.
And that's why I probably rated it higher than an average critic would.
I have a feeling that over time, you won't see it as I do, but I feel like this movie will not hold up. In a lot of people's mind, I think everybody will go down on this movie because it's just kind of average. I think the other two movies, right?
Yeah.
Not XCOM, but 2014 and Skull Island.
Okay.
Those have distinct identities to them that make them hold up over time. This does not. This feels like a sequel to Godzilla X Kong, which obviously it is, but it loses that distinct flavor. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying, but I disagree with you. I think it is
Okay.
vastly different tone-wise than Godzilla vs. Kong.
I think it's a little different, but not overly different.
Whatever.
I love you.
I love you too,
Do you think I'm stupid?
sometimes. But I still love you.
You have pretty eyes.
Thank you. You have pretty eyes too.
Patreon.com/Tokunommentaries, where you can check out the commentary tracks for all of the Godzilla Monsterverse movies.
Except for Godzilla X Kong.
Obviously, except for Godzilla X Kong.
One day we'll get it.
One day we'll get it. And Osama Sentai King Gojer, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Godzilla.
1954.
Thank you.
That's it so
Other
far.
than that, the next show we'll be doing is Kamen Rider Geats. And the next, we're gonna take a break from Godzilla films. We're
Just for a
gonna
little
do an in between. We're doing Tokusatsu Ga, which
Sure.
you have no idea what
I
that's
have
about.
no idea what you're saying. You're saying nonsense.
It's okay. I'll pitch it to you real quick. Pitch it to them. Get them excited. Get you excited for it. It is a J-drama about a Tokusatsu fangirl.
Okay.
And
Sounds like us.
And the drama and the worries about being a modern day Tokusatsu adult fan.
Gotcha.
Wacky shenanigans. It's got one of the there's gonna be a moment in it where if you don't scream, I'll
Okay. I'm excited.
fired.
Fired. Okay, gotcha.
I'm joking.
Or is he?
You better have strong
I
feelings
will
about
have
something.
strong feelings. We'll see.
Other than that, Christian, got anything else?
Think we're good.
Are we good?
We're good. I love you.
High five.
High five.
This is Austin with Good Takes signing out.
This is Christian with better takes.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.